Greetings. Welcome back and Happy New Year. I'm Dan Chadbourne with Dr. Betsy Webb, and today we're going to talk a little bit about pre-kindergarten and kindergarten registration. So Dr. Webb, can you tell us a little bit about pre-kindergarten?
Sure. Our pre-kindergarten program is a half-day program for students that are 4 years old on or before October 15th. And this is a program that we really focus on developing literacy skills, numeracy skills, and social skills.
Is pre-K a full day or is it a half day?
It's a half-day program. We have a morning session in which students have breakfast, and then we have an afternoon session in which students have lunch.
Excellent.
It's really important that students have an opportunity to have a meal with their session, because that's teaching the social interaction skills that are so important in life.
And do pre-K students experience a similar model to which kindergarten through grade 12 would experience, specifically to specials?
Yeah, very similar. All of our 4-year-old programs, they will have art, they'll have music, they'll have PE classes or physical education.
Excellent.
They also go to the library. I should share that as well.
That's right. Specifically to kindergarten, what are the requirements for registration for kindergarten?
For kindergarten, students need to be 5 years old on or before October 15th, and this is from Maine state law.
Some parents call with a lot of questions about the readiness of their child for pre-kindergarten or kindergarten. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. I think that you'll hear varying information. Certainly the research shares different views about whether a child is ready or not, whether it is beneficial to hold your child out for a year. Sometimes you'll hear the term redshirting. I think it's important that everyone realize that children are individual and that some are ready at different points, but know that the school department can help in that decision, and that we have a responsibility to educate all children. And sometimes it's important to have a child start and then maybe have an extra year in that grade. But those are things that we can work out. The research that I find most interesting is a current study out of Harvard, in which it shares about the brain development and that how students from 0 to 5, there's this great opportunity to create brain pathways that help students later on in their learning throughout their lives. And I really believe that if they're, a parent should look at what are the opportunities for their child, and what will they be doing if they stay home for an additional year? Will they have opportunities to develop literacy and numeracy and have social interactions that the research is saying it's important that they learn that from 0 to 5. We feel that we have a high quality program for 4-year-olds and that we can meet the needs of all children. And so I'm hoping that parents want to engage in that conversation, and I think they'll find that it's a great opportunity and that it probably is a good place for them to start.
Where would people register their child for pre-K or kindergarten?
Well, that's a great question. In Bangor, we are very fortunate to have neighborhood schools, and there is a directory that's on our website at the bangorschools.net, and it shares each of the streets within Bangor, and it lets you know what your K-3 school is, your 4-5, and 6-8 school. And certainly, if parents have questions about that, they can call the superintendent's office. But on Monday, February 9th, we are going to have the registration for both pre-K and kindergarten from 4 to 7, and that's for 14th and Fruit Street School. And then on Tuesday, February 10th, same time, 4 to 7, there will be registration for Abraham Lincoln, Downey School, and Vine Street School.
Excellent. So if parents have any questions or concerns, they can feel free to call the buildings that they would enroll their child in or the superintendent's office.
Either one. One thing I know is that everyone would be happy to answer questions and help parents figure out time, location, which school, which neighborhood, and certainly don't hesitate to give us a call.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back again with more information about the Bangor School Department with Dr. Webb.